So here we are ready for another video. For those who've been following my channel, all three of you, I came down with COVID about 3 weeks ago, even though I get my COVID vaccine every year. And so my voice has not really been there. I sound more like Johnny Cash than myself. Anyway, I'm getting my voice back, so I thought I'd do another video today. And the title of today's video is a number of unsolicited suggestions for the Trump administration on how to increase and make more efficient the intellectual property process in the United States. So my first suggestion is, why don't you extend the life of a provisional from 1 year to 2 years? Now, for those of you who don't know, a provisional is kind of a junior varsity version of a utility patent application. It gives you 1 year from the date it's filed, during which you are patent pending, so you generally feel more free to show your invention to other people and to seek investors. Some people even try to sell their inventions outright at that stage. Anyway, the problem is 1 year goes by really quickly, so great. So anyway, during that year, the inventor has to do some R&D, figure out which version of the okay, one more of those. We're going to postpone this video session until next week. The inventor has 1 year during which they can try to basically do R&D to see which version of their invention they want to finally try to patent with the full utility patent, which is the patent application that actually gets examined by the United States Patent and Trademark Office. And so anyway, that 1 year goes by very, very quickly. And in a number of the provisionals that I filed for inventors, we get to the end of the year and they say, well, you know, I don't really know which invention I want to file. I've got a number of different versions of my invention. I don't know which one is the one I really want to file on. And so then we either have to file multiple applications, which gets expensive, or we have to try to pick the one that's going to be the good invention. Sometimes that's not the best invention. Sometimes the best invention was one they didn't file on. So anyway, I'd suggest increasing the range of a provisional from 1 year to 2 years. Now, what you could do is, if you want to make more money, you could force people to pay another provisional application fee at the end of the first year. But anyway, I think that you'd get better utility patent applications that more accurately focus on what the inventor is really wanting to try to protect if you give them an extra year. Okay, unsolicited idea number 2. Here I suggest that you hire more patent and trademark examiners. When I began playing this game 25 or so years ago, trademarks were examined about 3 to 4 months after they were filed, and patents were examined probably anywhere from 7 months to 14 months. Now things are much worse, and it's taking a lot longer to get your patent application examined, which is obviously not what people really want. So anyway, I would suggest you hire some more trademark and patent examiners. You don't pay them that much. And where do you get the money? Well, in the past, there's been a congressional diversion from the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Many people don't know this, but the USPTO actually makes money. I mean, the salaries of the employees are less than the money it brings in for application fees, issue fees, and renewal fees. So it's actually a profitable institution. Now, the problem is that in the past, Congress has, they call it diverted. They've taken some of the money that could be going to more examiners, and they've used it for their own purpose. So I'd suggest Congress, you stop doing that. And right now they're not doing it, which is good, but there's no law in the books that says they can't go back to do it whenever they want. So that is, I would suggest that Congress, which is going to be hard because they're the ones that are taking the money, but that they pass a law saying that they're not going to take any more money from the United States Patent and Trademark Office, and instead the USPTO can use that money to hire more examiners.